Okay, everybody, here we go. It's me, Gregory Mannarino. Friday, December 13th, 2024, pre-market report. Before we talk about anything, I want to start off with this. If you subscribe to my free newsletter, this is in your inbox right now. You and I, from years ago, have spoken about inflation, food inflation more specifically. It's not going to stop. With regard to food inflation more specifically, there are dynamics in play right now which you need to know about and be ready for. So I'm just going to read this to you real quick. So here we go. Lions expect price shocks with food. This is something we have covered a long while back, but I would like to just cover it here again briefly. This is yesterday, with today's inflation slash currency devaluation report, it was food inflation slash the price of groceries, which was a standout. In my opinion, and we've nailed this to the wall, okay? As again, inflation is rising across the board. But with regard to food inflation, it's outpacing everything else. So, in my opinion, food inflation is poised for a dramatic uptick moving forward. Expect price shocks. Now, with that, I went on to say I have been recommending this for a while. Stock up on non-perishables. Now, I put together a little list for all of you with regard to things that I believe you need to be stocking up on. This list is not complete, quite obviously, but people, look, start to take these things seriously. Look back on our track record. We've pretty much nailed it to the wall. You can expect that this is going to happen. And you guys and girls, I am working as hard as I possibly can to keep you on the right side of this situation that we're in. So start to think further down the line and what you need to do. So, and I want you to expect this. Again, it's not going to stop, just in case you were wondering. Now, ironically, so this is my what I put out last night. This is a headline this morning from CNBC. Coffee prices climbed to a 50-year high, and it may take years for the rally to run out of steam. It's not just coffee. It's groceries across the board. You can expect this again to worsen dramatically moving forward. People, how do we know this is going to happen? Do you think for a nanosecond that the mechanism of currency devaluation, the loss of purchasing power is going to stop? No, it's going to get dramatically worse, especially because we are being bridged into a new system. You all know this. Forget about a gold-backed anything. You have to understand, the Achilles heel of the Federal Reserve is a wealth-based system, a gold-backed system. We're being far removed from that. Trump and the Fed are working together diligently to bring about the new system. Why do you think you were being told prior to the selection that we're going to be the crypto capital of the world, not the constitutional money capital of the world? A constitutional money system would put a big fat roadblock in front of the Federal Reserve. That can't happen. So instead, we're being bridged into the new tokenized system. And the first step here, obviously, is to mainstream cryptocurrencies. You understand? Okay. Now, here we go. Here's some more news on our lovely economy, not just here, but around the world. So, unemployment claims surge as labor market weakens. Really? I'm so surprised. German exports fall more than expected. The UK economy is contracting. Now, this is a joke here, okay? For the second month, the world economy is contracting at its fastest pace we've ever seen on record. And what are central banks doing? They're inflating. They're ballooning the debt. Now, with regard to the stock market, what do you and I know? The faster the economy comes down, wherever you are around the world here, the faster it comes down, the higher the market's going to go. So what we've seen here, this is a headline this morning from Market Watch. Record inflows into U.S. stocks drive this Santa rally. Santa rally? We've seen 53 to 54 record highs for the S&P 500 this year alone. You think that's going to stop? It ain't going to stop. Do we need a pullback? Absolutely. Are we going to get one? Maybe, but don't bet on it because you know it's about to happen. We're going to see massive foreign investment in the U.S. stock market. You know that. The bankers already spraying themselves, okay, with regard to the profits they're going to be reaping as the unholy alliance between cryptocurrencies and the banks is merged together. And you and I are forced into a system that, well, we didn't vote for, did we? Like our votes actually counted. Here's another one. U.S. equity funds gain sixth weekly inflow. You know, stop asking me questions, you guys and girls, about why Warren Buffett. Again, I keep getting this. Higher. Why does lose cash out? Why are the insiders selling? I don't care what the insiders do. They've been wrong for 2 freaking years. The last 8 quarters, these so-called insiders have been pulling their cash out of the market. What's the market done? Higher, 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 higher. Obviously, we've been smarter because we've been buying it all. So don't keep asking me, please. This is too stupid. Why it is that insiders are selling. I don't care what they do. They don't dictate my life to me, and they shouldn't dictate your life to you. We think for ourselves. We're free thinkers, right? Free thought, free action, free movement. That's what we're supposed to be about, right? They don't dictate what I do, and they shouldn't dictate what you do. We've been on the right side of this. They obviously haven't. So there goes that theory. Now let's talk a little bit more here, people. This is stock futures at the time I am doing this, a little bit higher across the board. NASDAQ. Pay attention to what's about to happen to tech. I've been telling you about tech for, I don't know, a very long time now. Years. The mechanism here of currency devaluation and artificially suppressed rates is going to drive a lot of cash into the markets, but especially tech. Why do you think for years now I've been telling you I'm building up a position to JEPQ? Because that gives you exposure here to tech. Are we on the same page, people? Get with the program, please. Anyway, with regard to getting with the program, here we go. This is what's happening here. Cryptos, as we are being made the crypto capital of the world, you haven't seen anything yet with regard to the price of cryptocurrency. And because we are being moved away faster from any kind of a constitutional money system, as Trump and the Fed work very diligently to make sure this happens, you got gold and silver under pressure again. People, I've been telling you this is a gift. Gift. Because understand, being that we all know the game, man, the game is too easy. It's risk on. Artificially suppressed rates, currency devaluation, what does it do? What does it do? Duh. Opens up that window for cash to make its way into risk assets. Cash seeks yield. Nothing else matters. The market doesn't give a damn about you or me. But we can stay on the right side. And I'm talking about the market as a whole here. The debt market, a time bomb, and it's being hyperinflated. Do you realize what's actually going on under the surface here? As central banks balloon the global money supply, as central banks here worked with puppet leaders to keep rates artificially suppressed here, as debts and deficits continue to balloon, who fills the gaps? It's central banks. Who's more than willing to do it? It's central banks. Why? Because that's their single power. You want to take away a central bank's power? Well, bring us back to a constitutional money system, but we're being far removed from it. Are you starting to wake up here? Do you realize why Trump was selected? Do you see it now? Again, the proponent of lower rates here, he wanted negative rates during his last tenure. Now he's the biggest crypto freaking advocate in the face of the earth here. Loves it all. What do you think? You think this is all by accident? Really? Come on, man. You and I have been so far ahead of the curve on this, it's frankly unbelievable. For how long has this guy been telling you you need some crypto in your portfolio, and you still need it now? People, look, that's another thing people keep writing to me about. Greg, I missed the boat. You missed nothing. Nothing. If you think for a second that this is it, that cryptocurrencies have finally topped out, I was just going to try to show you what I got here for the crypto. Well, I can't find it. Well, don't worry about it. Cryptocurrencies have not topped out. Ignore the people who are brain dead that are telling you this is going to zero, because they've been telling you the same thing since forever. The ones that are telling you that Bitcoin's in a bubble, they've been saying the same thing since Bitcoin 10,000. Okay, you got Eric Trump here, an insider, maybe he knows something you don't know, who's telling you that Bitcoin's going to 1 million. Okay, come on, man. They're being sold, obviously. We all know that. It's a game. But let them play their games. We're going to play our games, people. You got to be on the right side this year. You must stay long the stock market. I'm telling you right now, again, I keep getting called out. Greg's again telling people to buy the stock market. He's going to be wrong. I've been hearing that since, I don't know, the Dow is half where it is right now. Still waiting. With regard to cryptos, I'm still waiting for that too. Gold and silver, you got a little bit of a wait here. Again, as we are transitioned into this new tokenized system here, again, the mainstreaming of crypto, the fact that the dollar is being made obsolete means you got to get out of that dollar. Convert those dollars into hard assets, gold, silver. You know, I still say they're the most undervalued, silver, the most undervalued asset in the history of the world here. And you and I, again, we're hedged across the board. You do realize that? The beauty of what you and I have been doing for all of these freaking years? I hope you do. It's not going to stop. And yes, we are forced to do things that we don't want to do here. If you don't like cryptocurrency, you know what I'm telling you, it's tough. That's where we're going. You don't like it, your votes counted, right? You voted for this. You voted for Trump, obviously. Okay. Any market guy wanted Trump behind the Resolute desk here. We all knew where this was going to go. Let's just lay it out on the table. We all knew, market people realized that Trump was going to be a gift to the banks, a gift to the bankers, a gift to the stock market, a gift to fulfill the corporate agenda. We all knew that. It was a no freaking brainer. A gift to cryptocurrencies. He was telling you prior to the selection, we're going to be the crypto capital of the world. We all knew that. Anyone who's in this market who didn't realize that, I mean, there's not a single market guy who didn't know that. Not one around this entire planet. So for those of you that thought things were going to be different, well, the market got who they wanted. The crypto space got who they wanted. The banks got who they wanted. The Fed clearly got who they wanted. What do you get? You're going to get currency devaluation, artificially suppressed rates. I mean, come on, man. Distortions across the spectrum of asset classes like you've never seen. Massive foreign investment in the U.S. stock market. Do I sound like I'm on target here? How about yeah? So what does that mean? We're not going to stop. We're already in the right places. And we've been in for years. And we're not going to change our freaking strategy. As I've been telling you, look, man, I don't like what I'm seeing here, and neither should you. The fact of the matter is, we're being wiped out. So if we don't take action, it's surrendering. I refuse to surrender. And you, as a member of this global family that we've built, you're never surrendering. They want us on our knees. We get on our knees before God, and that's it. The rest of them, they can freaking... I was going to say something really bad, but maybe you want to fill in the blanks here, okay? We are smarter than they are. You know why? Because I've been telling you, people, we got their playbook. We know where they come from. We know what book they use. It ain't our book. And we're taking advantage of it across the board here. This is a gift to you and me. This is a gift to you and to me and anybody with an intellect and an understanding of the system, where it's going, how cash is being pushed into the system, and how the world today, the people of this world, are being pushed off of a cliff to bring about this neo-feudalistic society. That's where we're going. Wake up. Nothing changes here. We're still in a liquidity crisis of epic proportions, which is going to get much, much worse. Much, much worse moving forward. They're going to lock up the system on all of us, and you know that, but you're ready for it. You understand? But look, people, you better understand what's happening here. And I'm telling you right now, I want you to be ready for this. Price shocks, not just with food. Inflation can't be stopped. And the mechanism that central banks are using with puppet world leaders is only going to exacerbate the problem, okay? You can't create cash out of nothing. Vast amounts of it to buy debt. That's what central banks do. This is emergency monetary policy. You do realize that, right? Quantitative easing, that word that you're not supposed to know about. That's what central banks are doing. When a central bank gets in here and suppresses rates, it's called quantitative easing. They create cash out of nothing and they buy the debt. This revolving door, which I've told you, they're issuing debt through one door, central banks, in the form of currency. They're buying it back in the form of debt, government debt. They are the government. This revolving door is massively inflationary. But you see, who's going to tell you that? Nobody. Nobody's going to tell you that. Except me, maybe. All right, guys and girls, listen. This situation for us, yes, it's an incredible thing to see. But this is opportunity. Get ourselves on the right side of this, and we're not going to stop. I've been telling you this for freaking years. I intend to take advantage of everything that's in my ability to take advantage of. And if that means I have to do things that I don't want to do here, do I wish that we had a society today which was benefiting from the system? Of course I do. I wouldn't be doing it, but society, globally, we're being wiped out. We're being wiped out. We're being eliminated. And here we have mechanisms that of their own creation we can use to weaponize the system against those that's trying to destroy us. You think I'm going to stop doing that? Think I'm going to stop doing that? No. You guys and girls, you have a clear choice. Either you can take action, and I'm going to tell you, this is the channel of alliance for people who are of action, or you could sit back and surrender. I ain't surrendering. And I don't think you are either. You got it? All right. So that's pretty much where we stand here, people. Look, I know this angers you. And I know this makes you unhappy, but we did not get the constitutional money president. We got the crypto president. That means that this is a gift to you. Understand, and I've been telling you this for I don't know how long, the price of commodities here are going to remain suppressed for the foreseeable future because cash seeks yield. The act of artificial, I really believe that there is a 70% chance right now of negative rates. Why was Trump selected? He is a proponent of that. That's what he wanted during his last tenure, calling the Fed boneheads. I love that word. I got to take my hat off to Trump for that one there. They're way worse than boneheads. They are, I don't know what they are, but he's working with them right now to bring up about this. He promised you lower rates when he knew he couldn't give them to you. But he knows the Fed is capable of lowering rates, which is massively destructive for the purchasing power of the currency, massively destructive for the economy, but we're going to make America great again while I make my guitars overseas here. That's what he's doing. Unbelievable. You know, they talk out of both sides of their mouth. Again, that's their book. They follow a different book than we do. It's all lies. And we know where lies come from, quite obviously. Anyway, guys and girls, look, man. The situation is this. The world economy is cratering faster. The mechanism is going to continue. Currency devaluation means you can expect price shocks across the board. It's not going to stop. They are going to extort whatever they can out of us. They want us on our knees, but we're not doing that. You know that. Anyway, we got this, and I think we're pretty much on target. People, look, if you do not subscribe to my newsletter, it's really free. It's 100% free. This is in your inbox right now, along with a whole bunch of other stuff. And I hope you guys and girls are starting to pay attention, because I am working as hard as I can to make sure that you guys and girls are on the right side of this. And I think I've done a pretty damn good job of that all these years here. You guys and girls got to start raising your awareness here, understanding what's happening, why things are the way that they are here. Nothing is by accident. You all know that. Nothing at all. No comedy of errors have gotten us here. It's all by design. It's all been thought out well in advance. You and I, the reason why we have to think ahead is because that's what they do. Most people don't do that. They live like animals in the moment. They don't think about the past. They definitely don't think about the future. They think about how they're going to survive in this environment right now. And the truth is, without having an understanding of where we're going, people that are living in the moment are going to die off. And I mean literally. Okay, I'm going to stop here, getting pretty long, but pay attention to what's happening. Please, you get something out of this video, let me know. Greg, you don't know what you're talking about. Greg, you're on target. Love to hear from you. If I got it wrong, tell me where. Tell me where I got it wrong. Okay. And I'll see you later, guys and girls. 4 or 5 p.m. Eastern for the live stream. All right, have some questions ready for me. Whatever you want to ask is good. And we're gonna do this again. This thing we've created, we should be very proud of. I'm very proud of it, and I'm very proud of you. I love you from the heart. I'll see you later.